Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and I have to tell you, I am having a wonderful time here at the Association of Allied Health Professionals at the We Are Here podcast. So I want to tell you, these folks are truly making a difference every single day that they go to work, and I love meeting them one person at a time. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Sure. My name is Patti O'Keefe, and I'm an occupational therapist, and I work at Carbonear General Hospital, and I am the team lead for the region for rural Avalon, and I've been working there now 26 years.
Patti, talk to me about an occupational therapist. If you were sat down at the supper table and somebody's nan said to you, what's an occupational therapist do? What would you say to them?
Sure. And occupational therapy is one of those ones that we have to explain quite a lot, because until you've had a need for an occupational therapist, you may not know what it is. But our role begins from the time you get up in the morning to the time you go to bed at night. Our role is to look at what you want to be able to do with your life and what's important to you. And then sometimes when you have sickness or illness, you're no longer able to do some of those things. And it may be the things that you have to do with your daily life, with getting washed and dressed, or it might be the things that you really want to do with going out and volunteering or being with your children or being with your family. And it's all about every aspect of your life.
And of course, it's all phases of life as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's right from the time, children are born. We have occupational therapists who work in the NICU, right on up through to palliative care to the end of life.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a broad category of responsibilities that you guys have. You say you've been at it now for about 26 years?
26 years in October, yeah.
Was it always a passion of yours to do this?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm one of those kids that at grade 6 knew that I wanted to be an occupational therapist, which sounds really odd because not many people, again, would know an occupational therapy role. But I saw how my mother had worked as an occupational therapy assistant at the Waterford Hospital, working in that mental health setting. And as a youth and teen, I actually had the opportunity to volunteer with some of the work that they were doing there and seeing how the occupational therapy department worked. And so I followed my pursuits to follow the education to get to occupational therapy.
Wow. And what has your journey been like since you became? So how's it been? Be rewarding process?
Yeah. Again, knowing that it was something that I wanted to do, and I was, through my schoolwork, I was able to actually work in different areas to get some experience. But when I came back to Newfoundland, had the great opportunity to work in rural practice, which has been very rewarding, and really found that working in a general setting, again, because we cover such a variety of disciplines and different areas of our life, that working in general practice, that you really get to see all of those different aspects. So we get to use so many of our skills. Within my lifetime at occupational therapy in Carbonear Hospital, I will work with patients who have cancer, work with patients who have strokes, and seeing them get over their challenges and struggles and being able to return to independent living, get home to their life where they want to be. Or it may be that they've have had that time at home, and now maybe it's time to look at better quality of life in a long-term care setting where they can receive the care that they need. So it's, again, as you say, it's all aspects of life, and being able to help people on that life journey has been really important.
A theme that's popping off the page for me when I talk to you and your colleagues here at the Allied Health Professionals, that your jobs give back more than you give. Am I right?
Oh, it's very rewarding. And again, like I say, when you see people who have struggled, have had a life-altering experience now, say with a stroke, and then have to find new ways to be able to return to the life that they want to do, it's very rewarding to see them to be able to achieve the goals that they are set, and we're working with them to do that.
If I could ask you to sort of take your experience and all the things that you've seen and have been involved in, and now look at the healthcare system as it is right now, what do you see some of the challenges are?
I see that we're in a situation right now with our demographics of an aging society, and our healthcare resources outweigh, I guess, what services that the people need. We're really, I guess, in need of more resources to allow to carry on with what our citizens in this province need right now. Again, our resources they haven't grown to match the demand for services at this time. And so again, you're really not able to offer the amount of time to do the therapy that people need. So oftentimes because of that, they're staying longer in hospitals. Then they're more prone to being, exposed to things in hospitals because they're not receiving the timely therapy that they need because we are under-resourced to meet their needs. So those are challenges that we're really, pressed to try and help people get home. And then, are there better ways to kind of provide that service in the community to continue ongoing with their therapy? Again, that's a huge area that's been really helpful. We're developing more in the community, but again, it's the need for the resources, because when you're dealing with Newfoundland geography, we're so widespread. And so to travel to people's homes to help provide the services there rather than in the hospital, people are having to travel great distances, so they're not able to see as many people in the time that you would say if they were in a hospital setting. But again, they're getting the benefits of being in the home, so it outweighs that. But again, if we had more resources to provide the services that people need it where they are, that would be definitely a great benefit to our citizens of Newfoundland.
So you're on the front lines every day. You're sort of touching this system every single day. And you come from sort of a profession, all of you collectively in the allied health professions, where you look for solutions every single day of your life.
Yeah.
Where do you see the opportunities in the healthcare system?
Oh, again, I think because of our group, as all of allied health professionals are so highly skilled and trained, they're coming in, with postgraduate studies, masters, that they have a lot of skills that are able to provide services and, solutions to our healthcare setting. And again, while we need as many on the front line to do the work, I think at the higher levels where some of the decisions are being made about what choices we need to make around our healthcare system, there needs to be more of our allied health group at that level, helping to be the consultants on the decision-making process and how our healthcare dollars are being spent.
And I love the way this whole group, while they do very different things, they're very team-based. They understand the importance of that collaborative workspace, working together. They understand that it takes a lot of people here to make this work.
Absolutely.
And we come to an event like this conference where all of these ideas are coming, all the collaboration is happening in the room right next door. Talk to me about the importance of this conference and what you hope to take away from it.
Yeah, again, I think we're at our next steps. At our last conference, we were really at about trying to achieve some goals around our contract negotiations, bringing our groups together, and I really feel that really has benefited us in the last couple of years, and we're now at a stage where we have been through some of those experiences together. We've learned from each other as team members, and really, focusing in on what the goals are for our union and what we need to do to help make a better healthcare system. And so I think that's where we are right now, is the next steps of, we're hearing each other's stories. We've been through some experiences in the last couple of years, and we're going now forward to continue to advance our healthcare system.
Patti, if you could sit down with the decision makers and the policy makers right now and have a chat with them, what would be the one thing you'd ask them to take away from your conversation?
Again, I think it's to recognize the hard work and dedication of our allied health professionals, and that people are showing up and giving 110% with the little resources that they have, and that if they actually had more of our resources put in place at the right time, that we could be providing a lot more improved care for the citizens of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Well, this is what making a difference in the healthcare system in Newfoundland and Labrador looks like. Thank you, Patti.
Thank you very much.